and how my visa got approved in 30 seconds. Guys,
Wow.
I'm not even kidding. It was 30 seconds.
Oh.
Okay, guys, welcome again to episode 2 of our visa experiences.
Yay.
If you haven't watched the first episode where Mercy shared her own experiences, please check it out. Today in this video, I'm going to share my own experiences, how my visa interview went, and how my visa got approved in 30 seconds. Guys,
wow.
I'm not even kidding. It was 30 seconds.
Oh,
same as Mercy's own.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked that out, please go check it out. Mercy's visa was approved in 30 seconds. As for my own, it was so simple and straight to the point. On that day, my visa was scheduled on the 1st of August.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like Mercy said, please arrive at the embassy
Absolutely.
early enough.
Yeah.
I was scheduled for 10 a.m. but I think I went to the embassy at 8 a.m. Can you imagine that, guys? I was there at 8 because you can never tell of this traffic, the unforeseen circumstances.
Right.
They won't even understand. So I got there at 8 a.m. and did all the security checks, all whatnot, and all those things.
Right.
There we go. It was time for me to be interviewed. So I went to the waiting room,
Yes.
the waiting
waiting hall.
Yeah, so I stood there. I saw how other people were being interviewed. And do you know what, guys? Where I was standing, like the line I was standing, Mercy, two people, like the first person that went, his visa was granted. The second person, visa denied. Third person, visa denied. So I was the fourth person.
Pain.
I was like, God,
take the
wherever
wheel.
you are,
Take
please,
the wheel.
please
Take the wheel.
crown my efforts with success, because I prepared for this interview. Like I gave in my best.
Yes.
I filled out my DS 160. It was perfect. Like guys, I mentioned in the first video, please be the one, like fill out that DS 160 by yourself. Because when you do it, you get to know every angle. Like you own it. That's what I want to say. Like you own the DS 160. And again, I've made a video on how to fill out the DS 160. If you haven't checked that video out, please go check it out. So the third person was denied, and I was like, God, I am the next. Oh God, please help me.
Take
the wheel. So I got there. I went to the window and I was like, good morning, Dio.
Smile, guys.
I gave him the big, like
smile.
This. Can you see my smile?
Smile.
I was like, good morning, visa officer. He was like, good morning. How are you doing? I said, I'm good. And you? Yeah, you have to, like, Mercy said it, get into a dialogue. It's not a monologue.
Give energy.
Give them back the energy.
Meek. Don't be, don't look as if you've been rained on.
Nah.
Give energy and always maintain eye contact. Eye contact.
Actually, for mine, there were two guys that interviewed me. I don't know whether the other guy was trying to learn or what, but one was seated, another one was standing behind. Yeah. So when I got there and I greeted him, he was like, can I have your I-20? This is me. I handed in my I-20 to him. So he checked. He was like, oh, you're going to this XYZ university. Why did you choose this university? I gave him my reasons and he was like, okay. So he was looking at actually his desktop, like there was a screen in front of him. So he was interviewing me and at the same time trying to type something and also like confirming. I thought like he's trying to confirm what I'm saying, because you had actually filled that out in your DS 160. So he's trying to confirm. Like then he asked, the next question was like, oh yeah, so who's gonna sponsor you? And I said it, or this person is going to sponsor me, and this is what he does. I had to like detail and straight to the point. They don't have time. Remember, it's 3 minutes, right? And the last question he asked me was like, can I have your transcript? That's the only document this guy asked me. Like, can I have your transcript? Because I told him I studied out of the country. So he was like, okay, can I see your transcript? I gave him my transcript and That's why you need to take even your birth certificate, guys. Carry it along with you, because you can never tell. You need to prove that you're a citizen of that
particular country. Exactly.
Yeah. So, so he asked me for my transcripts, and I showed him. I gave him like, when he was like, "Oh, you did so well in your undergrad." I was like, "Yeah, thank you so much." It was like, okay. Then he continued with the typing, and I just heard, congratulations.
Your visa.
Like, guys, nothing about bank statement, no.
No.
As he asked me about my sponsor, and I just said it, and they know, like, you filled out that stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Then
I remember that at this point we are saying your DS-160 is a winning and compelling DS-160.
Please just give
that document reflects the best version of who you are. Okay, so even as they go through the DS-160, they're like, yeah, this is a very serious student. Okay, that's why we are insisting that take your time to fill that DS-160. Don't just fill things for the sake of filling.
Nah.
Bring out your best version of yourself. When you're describing your roles and responsibilities under your professional experiences, bring out all the positive attributes, things you've been able to accomplish and achieve if you've worked, I worked with a company XYZ as let's say, for example, I was maybe a systems administrator. You need to bring out all the winning attributes or achievements you are able to accomplish as a systems administrator. You are able to actualize ABCD in your role as you are able to, so that they see that you are a valuable person. You have value. That even as you're transitioning from maybe you are employed and you're coming to the US as a graduate student, you will be a good transference. You'll bring experience to the school that you're joining. Okay, you are not just any other student. You are even you are solidifying the reason why you got admissions into that school, because the school has determined that this student will actually bring the collegiate experience that we want from international students to our school based on their experiences. So your DS-160 is your, in a nutshell, I would say, is your brand ambassador for the US embassy.
Very, very true,
it is the document that introduces you to them, and you, as human beings, we want to be introduced in the best light possible.
Best version, right?
The best version always. So, guys, take your time when filling out your DS-160. Take your time.
Very true. Yeah. So, guys, that was my experience. Like, it was straight to the point. Like, it was about I was asked 3 questions. Just 3 questions. I believe that the way I filled out my DS-160, I sold myself. So they were like, oh, okay, let's confirm 2 or 3 things from this lady. So when I got there and I was asked those 3 questions, your school, this program, and can I see your transcript? Who is sponsoring you? And I said it.
Were you involving the visa officer in a dialogue? Because
it was a dialogue. Like, when he asked for my, for example, when he asked for my transcript, I was like, oh, you have it. I think I performed so well. So he was like, oh, wow, let me see it.
Yes.
So he went through. He was like, oh, congratulations. I see you really did well. I'm like, yeah, thank you. And I'm also planning to do best. Like, I told him, you know what I told him? I was like, when I get to the US, when I get to the US, I'm going to continue in the same spirit. Like, I was already telling him that, please grant me that visa.
Exactly.
So I told him that when I get to the US, I'm going to continue in that spirit, because I really did well in my undergrad, and I just need this opportunity to further my education in the US, so that I really get the best education, meet with new people, continue with
build on your experiences, your ability to articulate yourself,
sell yourself to these people. So it's 3 minutes, and they like when you're you have to be so confident. Like the way I was talking, like that guy saw, the viewer saw a lady who is determined. He saw a determined lady. Yeah, that's why he didn't even ask me a lot of questions, because just the way I responded to why this university. Check out my video. I've made a video on this, how I responded to some of my interview questions and how you can also respond to interview questions. So I went straight to the point, and he was so he was so impressed, and he went to the next one and the last one. I was like, I'm going to grant you your visa. So I heard, like, when he said your visa has been approved, I thought it was a dream.
How are your feelings at that point? I was
so happy. I was like, oh God, prayers answered, because like you feel like there is a God, like there is someone who listens to your prayers. Because I prayed, I was like, God grants me this visa. It was not from like, God granted me this visa, guys. Because after the interview, I was like, what was I even saying to that guy that he gave me this visa? I felt I was even like just fumbling, but he was seeing some importance in what I was trying to say. So I felt so happy. And you do even know what happened? Like, when your visa is granted, you're supposed to go to a certain window to present your passport. So I was going, because when your visa is granted, you're supposed to go like to the left. Then when it's not granted, you go back this way. So when it was granted, with that excitement, I started going back the other way. He called me back, come, go this way. I was like, I was just excited, and he could see the excitement in me. Absolutely. So, guys, what we are saying is that be confident. It's good to have that experience. Like preparation. Perfect preparation prevents poor performance. So prepare well and
be confident.
Be confident.
Sharpen your communication skills, as you have to be able to express yourself. I mean, you can have the best documents in the world. You can have admissions in the best schools in the US, but if you're not able to express yourself, it means nothing. It means nothing. So polish your communication skills.
Yes, guys.
And smile.
Like, when you get to that place, giving your best smile, smile, involve them. It's a dialogue, not a monologue. So involve the VO, involve him, and get to know, because they don't have time to be checking all those stuff, like how much do you have in your bank statement. Just have, if you are asked, how much do you have in your bank statement? Be able to say it. Say a round figure. Just say it. Before, maybe
$20,000.
I have $200,000. I have $10,000. Just
break it down. 10,000 is going towards my tuition, and 10,000 is going towards my living expenses.
So you have to don't give them that opportunity to ask further questions.
Or another mistake that I normally see people have is that they will mention that what they have in their bank statements in their local currency. You see, you're giving the visa officer whack in his brain to start doing conversions, right? I'll give an example. So I'm Kenyan, I'm in Nairobi. So you go to the window and the visa officer asks you, how much money do you have in your bank account? And you go and say, oh, I have 10 million Kenya shillings. They don't have time to start doing the currency exchange. A good student will already have that amount translated in US dollars. So you'll say, oh, I have 20,000 US dollars. 10,000 will go towards my tuition, and 10,000 will go towards my living expenses. So do not try and avoid mentioning income in your local currency. Try and translate that or convert that into US dollar currency, so that it's easier and faster for them. Because they're also doing the calculations in their head. Remember, they are also educated. They know.
They're trained.
They're trained.
Guys are trained.
Right? They're trained, and they know. So it will be in your best advantage to make sure that you have your finances translated in US currency, so that it's faster for everybody. Yeah, and you're able to move on to the next question. Yeah,
That's
because the moment they start asking, so I mean, how much is 2 million in Kenyan shillings? Then they'll have to go to the back, to the back and bring a calculator. And they're trying to do like, oh, what's the current currency exchange? I mean, you're putting yourself in harm's way, in a denial way.
Yeah, I know someone who actually had a bank statement, but his visa was not approved simply because he was asked, how much do you have in your bank account? And he did not know. And he was handing the bank statement to the VO. Right. So the VO should start looking for guys. That one is already
you're introducing inconsistency, vagueness, and your inability to communicate.
So
you should be able to just on the spot say, thank you, sir or madam, I have $20,000 in my bank account. 8,000 or 10,000 is for my tuition, and the balance is for my living expenses. Simple, clear, straight to the point. And you allow the visa officer to move to the next question.
So guys, that was it. So it was really a wonderful experience. I enjoyed myself with the VO. I was interviewed by a guy, a very young guy. Yeah, he was so nice, so friendly. Yeah, so that was my experience. And today we are here. Guys, that was my experience. It was wonderful. Like, it was wonderful. It's worth it. So I'm encouraging you who is going for your visa interview, or you're preparing at this point. All you need to do is pray, prepare well, study your DS-160 well, be confident, involve the visa officer, and like get into a dialogue with the VO,
engage,
and like and be yourself. Don't pretend. Don't change your voice to suit their ears. They don't have time. So just be yourself. Carry yourself there and be professional. Dress well. Like the way I dressed, I was so professional.
To the nines.
I was very simple. If I have that picture, I think we should link up those pictures of how we dressed on our. It was so professional, simple. You have your nice file with your documents arranged. Please don't get there and they're asking for your bank statement. You don't even. Like you have to label your documents systematically. You can have like these stickers and just label them. If you are asked, please can I have your I-20? You just remove it
and give it to
so simple, like be so organized. Above all, guys, have God. Pray for your visa to be granted. Like it's all about divine intervention, because why should somebody have all the documents? You're in the best school, you've prepared, and yet your visa is not granted. So sometimes we are like, God should intervene in our situations. What we are trying to say is pray hard, work hard, and God is going to crown your efforts with success. Thank you, guys. It was nice having you. If you haven't watched Mercy's own experience, like I said before, please check it out. She really shared her own experiences, how she got her own visa approved in 30 seconds. Mercy, thank you again for tuning in.
Thank you so
Please
much.
come often, guys. If you have any questions for us, drop it in the comments below. We are here to help you as usual. And for those who are preparing for their visa interviews, what do we say? We wish them
best of luck.
We wish you all the best.
Wish you all the best.
Go do your best, giving your best, and the visa will be yours. We are waiting for you in the US 2025, 2026, and
beyond.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye.